Hello, welcome back to the channel, people, and yes, you might have noticed something is a little different today, and that is because I have a new mug. That is the only thing that has changed around here. I am enjoying some amazing beverages with my amazing mug, and yes, life is absolutely amazing right now. I'm just drinking nothing out of my cup because I am depressed. Yeah, I have had a haircut and I have shaved my beard and everything has went wrong. In this general area specifically, everything has just went catastrophically wrong. I do look less like a tramp, which I guess is a positive thing, but apart from that, everything else has just gone wrong. So yeah, you guys have to kind of live with this. I'm just going to embrace it for the time being. Hopefully, it grows back to normal. Hopefully. So yes, with that being said, now we can delve into the video because there are some pretty interesting patents Apple has recently filed regarding future MacBook models and some features we can expect. Namely, a matte black option and Force Touch in the touch bar. So pretty interesting features. So without further ado, guys, make sure to like and subscribe, click that bell notification, and with that being said, let's just tuck in. So let's delve into the first report. Apple has filed a patent for a matte black MacBook. Now, of course, some of you might be wondering, why has Apple filed a patent for a color option? And that is a genuine question, but of course I have the answer for you guys, and that is Apple, in their usual fashion, isn't doing regular matte black. They're doing some special over-engineered version of matte black. You see, matte black used in current products isn't actually matte black, because apparently you can't have a matte option and a truly black shade. Because if you want a truly black color, you kind of have to resort to having a glossy finish, and so many companies end up using dark gray or dark blue. Now, of course, some of you are probably having the realization that your whole life is a lie and you've been living this matte black everything life, but it's actually matte dark gray or matte blue everything. So yeah, not that amazing. But not to worry, guys, because Apple has a solution and has come up with a magical solution for this. And they call it this anodized layer that includes randomly distributed light absorbing features that are capable of absorbing visible light. Yes, very catchy name. Now, of course, I'm not going to pretend to you guys I did not memorize that. I just read it off Mac Rumors and it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. It's just a bunch of science stuff, but sounds pretty legit. I can tell you that, it sounds pretty legit. What you guys need to know about this is basically this black material absorbs the light around it and creates this truly black matte finish, amazingness, goodness. You'll basically love it. Now, apparently BMW has used a similar finish for one of their concept cars and it looks absolutely stunning. So for all of that magic to be incorporated into a MacBook, that's going to be stunning. In fact, it'll probably be sort of similar to the matte black polycarbonate MacBook we had back in 2008 or 9. That looked absolutely amazing. And so for Apple to recreate that in a way more stealthier way, I am definitely on board. In fact, here's a little cheeky fact for you guys. This Vanta Black solution is apparently one of the darkest substances known to man and absorbs up to 99.965% of light. So on a scale of matte black goodness from 0 to 10, with 10 being the highest, this Vanta Black solution is probably 10 billion. It's ultra black. It's definitely gonna be a stunner, and hopefully we do see this materialize. Because here's the sad thing about patents, a lot of them don't really end up happening. Apple loves inventing cool things in a lab in Cupertino, but in terms of releasing things to the public, they're not gonna give us much. So yeah, I wouldn't really expect this matte black color to materialize. Obviously, I would love to see it, but what I think Apple would eventually do if they are releasing a matte black MacBook is just go the ordinary route and give us a dark grey shade of matte black, because honestly, this all seems a little excessive, and I don't think Apple can make this on a mass scale. So yeah, I don't think we'll be seeing this truly black MacBook anytime soon, but of course I could be proven wrong, so please, Timothy, prove us wrong and give us this ultimate matte black MacBook. Now, our second patent seems a little more likely, and honestly, I'm not really on board. So, the touch bar, I think we can collectively agree, it's not the greatest thing Apple has ever made, and it has had its fair share of problems and bugs, and apparently Apple's gonna add another layer of complexity to the touch bar, giving it more possibilities to go wrong. So yeah, I don't think this is a good idea. But anyways, this patent has to do with the Force Touch technology that's currently in the MacBook trackpads and of course was in the iPhones and the Apple Watches. And that's the really interesting thing about this patent. Apple is killing off Force Touch and now they're bringing it to the touch bar for no reason. So yeah, seems someone at Apple is really bored. Now yes, I know some of you are thinking I'm being a little harsh, but honestly I don't really understand why the touch bar needs a Force Touch layer. You see, it kind of made sense on the iPhone and the Apple Watch because it gave you additional features and of course it gave you the haptic feedback that was very, very satisfying. In fact, it often made me very tingly. So there's that. And of course, the Force Touch layer makes sense in the trackpad because it's something you use on a daily basis to interact with the MacBook, and it just elevates the experience. But the touch bar, I'm not really sure about. I just don't see what practical uses a Force Touch layer would bring to the touch bar. And yeah, I'm not really sure about this, but knowing Apple, they will bring this, and knowing Apple, they will market the heck out of this. They'll call it 3D Touch Plus Pro Max 5G edition, and they'll place it everywhere. They'll call it revolutionary. But honestly, I can't think of a practical use of Force Touch being enabled in the touch bar. This is really stretching it, but maybe Apple one day just gets rid of the keyboard and has a screen, replace it instead with a Force Touch layer, and that could maybe replicate a keyboard press. That would be amazing to have two screens on a MacBook, but of course that most likely won't be happening anytime soon. That's way into the future, but I do see kinda a practical use for Force Touch then. But of course right now I don't really need this, and I hope this just ends up being one of those patents that never comes out, because honestly I don't really see much of a use for this. Obviously I could be wrong, so tell me in the comments below, do you have any ideas for some practical uses with Force Touch in the touch bar? Let me know in the comments below. And on that note, I'm gonna end it here. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, click that bell notification, and with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. See you, peeps.